Hey up, it's Steve from that old Yorkshire geek, and it's blooming freezing today. We've had a touch of snow, but it's all gone now. Stupid snow. Anyway, enough of my coldness. That's why I've got my coat on. I've got my jacket and my hoodie, and I'm freezing. I've got the fire on. Should be all toasty warm in here, but you move like slightly to the left or right of it, and you're freezing cold. And we've got central heating, but my son won't let me switch it on because it makes noises. The water going through the radiators and stuff. I've told him it'll stop making noises, but he don't believe me. Anyway, that's what happens when you live with an autistic person. Right, Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon gets a winter release date. So let's have a look at this. There you go. This is from Collider, as usual. Links in the description. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Share the videos, drop a comment, hit the notification bell if you're subscribed. I'm also on Rumble and Anchor.fm. Where else? Spotify. I've got to keep looking at my list of where I am. Amazon Music Podcast, because I can never remember. Google Podcasts. I'm also on social medias on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Links are all in the description. As I say every time now, the links for my books on Amazon, Mercury Rapids, and Silent Predator. One's a big thick book, one's a little thin one. But they're both a bit of fun. Right, where were we? The film includes Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon gets winter release date. The film includes Anthony Hopkins, Jimon Honsu, Charlie Hunnam, Bae Doona, Michael, I presume that's Bram, Michael, Husman, Ray Fisher, and so many more. And there's some concept art. It's very Star Warsy. This is the film. I think Zack Snyder wanted to do a Star Wars film, but they wouldn't let him into the club. So he thought, sod you then, I'll go do my own at Netflix. So that's what he's doing. So here we go. Netflix has announced, can you see that? Yes. Has announced the official release date for Rebel Moon, the epic space opera coming by Zack Snyder. Coming from Zack Snyder. The new sci-fi adventure is set to premiere exclusively on the streaming service at the end of this year on December 22nd, 2023. Given the trend of Star Wars films releasing around Christmas, it makes sense that Snyder's answer to the series, set in a galaxy far, far away, I haven't got a drink, can't do my drinking game, would follow that strategy, I pretend. The major details of the film are still kept under wraps, but what we do know is that the film's plot takes heavy inspiration from Akira Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Well, in much the same way that Star Wars was influenced by, the Seven Samurai and Hidden Fortress and films like that. Kurosawa films. Not that I've seen them. I should do, but I haven't. I've got Seven Samurai, Kurosawa's Seven Samurai. Never got round to watching it. Don't know why. Anyway, but it's given a sci-fi twist. The film stars Sophia Boutella as Cora, a young woman living in a small colony on a planet at the edge of the galaxy. I like Sophia Boutella. She was good in Star Trek Beyond, and she was good in Kingsman, the first one. What else was she in? She was in that film with Charlize Theron, Blonde, Atomic Blonde. She was good in that as well. And yeah, she was in. I know she was in The Mummy, but that was a rubbish film. Anyway, when an army led by a tyrannical regent threatens her home, she's sent out to neighbouring planets to seek out warriors to help defend her home. Also, Battle Beyond the Stars, which is another Seven Samurai riff. The filming of the project began in April 2022 and went on for just under 8 months, which is quite a long time, wrapping up in early December. I wonder if they've done, because there's going to be another one as well. It's not just one film, not just a one and done. So I wonder if they've been doing filming for the sequel as well, I wonder. Because 8 months is a long time, isn't it? Anyway, Rebel Moon has been a project that Snyder has been trying to get off the ground for a long time, with the project first being a pitch made a decade ago by the director for a Star Wars film. While that never materialised, the first look deal between Snyder's The Stone Quarry and Netflix, along with the major success of his previous film for the streaming service Army of the Dead, allowed him to turn that old idea into its own thing. One thing that the director plans to use to jumpstart a brand new franchise. Even ahead of the film's debut, it seems that Netflix agrees with this plan to spawn a franchise, as a report from August 2022 seemed to indicate that Rebel Moon Part 2 is already in the plans at the streaming service. I wonder if Rebel Moon will be like Part 12 and the next one will be Part... They'll skip 13. And the first one will be Part 12 with like numerals, and the next one will be Part XIV, Part Shiv. I'm being daft, I know it won't be that. Who is working on Rebel Moon? Snyder serves as the director on Rebel Moon, as well as a co-writer, once again working alongside Shay Hatton, John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum, whom the filmmaker worked with, so that should be, with whom the filmmaker worked to write Army of the Dead, and Kurt Johnstad, Atomic Blonde, I've just mentioned that, who wrote the script for 300 alongside Snyder in 2005. That's probably why they got Sophia Boutella on board, because she were in Atomic Blonde. Snyder also serves as a producer on the film alongside Deborah Snyder, Wesley Collar and Eric Newman, both Hatton and Johnstad. Executive producers on the project, along with Bergen Swanson and Sarah Bowen. The film features an all-star ensemble cast, joining Boutella that includes Anthony Hopkins, Sir Anthony Hopkins, get it right, Jimon Honsu, Ed Skrein, Charlie Hunnam, Bay Dooner, Michael Huisman, Ray Fisher, Jenna Malone, Carrie Elwes, Stuart Martin, Kingston Foster, Corey Stoll. Is it Corey Stoll that's going to be MODOK in Ant-Man? I'm sure I've seen that name recently. Alfonso Herrera, Ingvar Sigurdsson, Fra Fee, Cleopatra Coleman. That's a very exotic name, isn't it? Stas Nair, Sky Yang, Rian Reese, E. Duffy, and Charlotte Maggie, I don't know. Maggie, we'll say. Rebel Moon will premiere on Netflix on December 22nd, 2023. You can read the official synopsis for the upcoming film down below. And there it is. Hang on. When a peaceful colony on the edge of the galaxy finds itself threatened by the armies of the tyrannical regent Belisarius, as in Donald P. Belisarius. I know he was Belisario. They dispatch a young... He did Quantum Leap, and among others, he was a famous producer in the 80s, wasn't he? They dispatch a young woman with a mysterious past named Cora to seek out warriors. It's always Cora, isn't it? Was it Cora in Tron? And I'm sure I've seen it in other things as well. To seek out warriors. Use a more original name. To seek out warriors from neighbouring planets to help them take a stand. Should have called something that sounds like Leia. Luya. Or Laia. I'm kidding. That's it. There we go. So that's the end. So it's coming at the end of this year. So I look forward to that, because there's been some images released, not concept art, some actual set things, and it looks quite well done. Good sets. And there were a scary demony-like woman as well that we saw. And there's another image there of their. But they're baddies. They look like baddies, don't they? Coming through some windswept alien landscape with some alien ruins or something. Or is it some, like a temple or something like that? Could be. Is that all we're seeing? Yes, it is. So anyway, so I look forward to that. And part 2, or part 14, or whatever part 2 is going to be called. So anyway, right, we'll get rid of that. I pressed wrong button. Hang on, there we go. Right, because it's cold and my fingers are numb. Not really, I'm kidding. I'm exaggerating. So, thanks for watching. Wherever you are in the universe, look after each other. Watch out for, evil... Wherever you are in the universe, watch out for evil regents and their tyrannical armies. Look after each other. And until next time, I'll say they...